Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point.
Yo, check that.
Lillard outside. The pass to Nurkic. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor. And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Yeah, I'm curious to see which team is able to dictate the pace tonight as well as the style of play.
Out to Morris. Launches a three. Rebounded by McCollum. Lillard from deep three-point land. And he's off on his first shot of the game. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Right side, Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Goes up to the stripe, and Lillard gets it to go.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
Oh, yeah, that's one of his go-to spots. I mean, you have to pressure him in that mid-range area.
Now, here's George. Right side, Leonard. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Over Beverly. Here's Nurkic. Second chance shot. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Oh, well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there. Staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
Now, here is Ibaka. Pass to Leonard. And George now top of the key. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over McCollum. And that one is off. And it's Portland the other way. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. It's McCollum on the wing. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways. But you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also, at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And Covington sends it back. And now here comes Jones leading the break. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. Shoots from 12. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Nurkic.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Beverly finds George. Now here is Ibaka. Nurkic with the steal. Inside. 1:02 left in the first. Lillard against Beverly, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Ibaka. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Leonard. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Morris. And it's Kennard in for George. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Cantor's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now here's McCollum. Just 4 to shoot. Sinks the 15-footer. McCollum's got his second bucket.
I think McCollum's mechanics and mindset really come into play in the mid-range game. He's deadly from that area.
Passes it to Kennard. He feeds it to Cousins. to stop the drought. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. Anthony with the block. Now here's McCollum. That will count. And that one released in time, but no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but
When I'm training in the summer,
the team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Ivica Zubac. Jackson is out there with Kennard. Then there's Batum, and it's Cousins in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Anthony, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. Pass to Powell. Back to Anthony. Dishes it to Cantor. And the rejection by Zubac. Anthony no one around. Portland again missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Watch out, Luke Kennard, clear for takeoff.
For Portland, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tools, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Here's Jackson after Enes Kanter's basket. Zubac. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Simons surveying the D. Now the feed to Carmelo. Stolen by Zubac. And here we go. Got a piece of it.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. But he's been making a better effort.
Right wing. Ball's knocked loose.
Out of bounds.
Stolen by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Use of Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Zach Collins. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Norman Powell. Ibaka, no luck.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper. Simons,
the pass to Lillard. Covington kicks to Lillard. Takes the three. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's George. Steps back and frames the jump shot. George has got 5.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Lillard, the jumper from the free throw line is good.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
And the pass to Ibaka. There's 1:38 left now here in the second.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
Here's Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Nurkic has got his second basket of the night. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
George finds Leonard. Back to George. Lays it up and banks it in. He has 7.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Now here's Lillard. 50 seconds left to play in the first half. Down low, 5 to shoot, and finished off by Nurkic.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy's no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
George dishes to Leonard. Crafty move. Mann gets the bucket. Mann's got his first bucket of the night.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Anthony, the pass to Nurkic. Here's Simons. Another shot. Kicks it out to Lillard. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Lillard's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
With his ability to accelerate, defenders have to be careful against Lillard. It's either give him the 3 or risk the blow by.
And a close game so far through the... Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were always within striking distance. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Derek Jones is out there with Collins, and it's Cantor in at the 5. Trailblazers shooting 41% for the game. Jones finds McCollum. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Beverly against Lillard. Over Beverly. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ibaka's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Morris dishes to Ibaka. Back to Morris. Wide open. Yes, that goes in. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Terrific use of the catch-and-shoot jumper from Morris, catching the D flat-footed and torching them as a result.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. McCollum kicks to Cantor. Lillard outside. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout. It's just to try to settle things down.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard comes in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Now here's Jones. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Got that one up quick. McCollum's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. Outside Jackson. Leonard against Covington. No good on the shot. And it's Portland the other way. He kicks it to Nurkic. Lillard against Jackson. And it's good for 2.
Whether he's creating for himself or spotting up, Lillard's jumper is whizzing.
Leonard with the ball. And he makes that one.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Now here's McCollum. 6 points for him. Kicks it to Lillard. Five on the clock. Count it. Lillard's got 11 points.
What more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother him.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. His team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around. And Jackson is a genius at finishing on his drives. He just has so many tricks up his sleeve.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Leonard.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Pass to Kennard. The three. Drills the three-pointer. And now a three-point Los Angeles lead.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And he goes in for the dunk.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Cousins, the pass to Kennard. Jackson finds Kennard. Back to Jackson. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Second shot opportunity. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off inside. Portland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Simons. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow. And not even three-quarters out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's going to nail bite.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Trailblazers. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Paul George, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley, and it's man in at the shooting guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Simons. The dish to Powell. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Collins. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Collins has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Trailblazers. Passes it to Kennard. Collins against Morris. And here's Beverley to the middle. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut to just one on the basket from Cousins.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you just want to keep fighting, you do your best, and you live with the results.
Here's Simons to the inside. Here's Anthony. No good. Good work defensively by Morris. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverley, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Simons, the pass to Collins.
And I like.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the dunk by Powell.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Now Beverly floats it up for Cousins. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Serge Ibaka is checked in for Cousins. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Luke Kennard.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
George against McCollum. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
And these big shots are ones Batum hits all the time. He is so calm in these moments.
Now here's Lillard. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Everly with the ball. Shoots off the step back. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Leonard with the steal. Deflects the pass. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Kennard, he's checked in for Paul George. Norman Powell's checked in for the Trailblazers. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. A bit under 3.5 minutes of pass here in the fourth.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
Lillard attacking, lays it up off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Got to admire the passion Lillard plays with. He knows he loves having the ball in his hands.
We've got 1:18 left to play here in the fourth. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Paul George is checked in for Los Angeles. So it's the Clippers now. Left side, Leonard. Uncovered. Bucket is good. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And part of what makes Kawhi such a great player is that jump shot. You can't just worry about him attacking the basket.
Lillard attacking. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
George passes to Leonard. Inside, Nurkic with the steal. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Trifecta!
And McCollum is a lethal scorer, especially when the game is on the line. Love how under control he is.
Here's George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And both free throws good for Paul George.
Wrong guy to put on the line in the close game. You know he's not going to miss.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Lillard against Beverly. And it's McCollum in the corner. Clock at 6. He dishes it to Covington. It counts!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. A truly gutsy performance. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Chris Webb. Downtown Milwaukee is now it's ended.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. And the Clippers starting five. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 spot. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Now here's Giannis. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Well, Greg, fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Beverly outside. George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Brook Lopez.
And the versatility of Paul George's game. Elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
When you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor, I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Now here's Middleton. Portis finds Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. And Holiday, here we go. Good work there as it goes.
That's a great drive from Drew Holiday, using that blazing speed to his advantage.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. It's deflected, and he recovers it. A second chance effort. And it's finished off by Batum.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Holiday against Beverly. Feeds it to Middleton. Got a hand on it. Here's George. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Holiday looking for an opening. And there's the pass to Antetokounmpo. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Outside for Batum. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Middleton outside. Holiday finds DiVincenzo. Batum with the steal. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. Right side George. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And then for the Clippers, fans checked in, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. A different look for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Drew Holiday. And Forbes kicks to Giannis. Connaughton passes to Giannis. Jackson down low. Middleton against George. Now here's Jackson. He's covered closely. Count the basket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
1:43 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Giannis. They need this, and it's good on the layup.
Giannis scores inside, one of the best in the business at getting his feet wet in the paint, and a strong feel for the attack that time.
Now here's Leonard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Middleton inside the three-point line. Misses the jumper.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Now here's Beverly. Cousins, the pass to Kennard. Again, Los Angeles.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here is Forbes. 40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
Well, sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
Kennard, the bounce pass. Here's Zubats. That's tipped. Down low. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, a little bit each year, Giannis gets fouled at a higher and higher clip. That shows about how much more aggressive and how much more confident and how much more usage he's had through his first few seasons.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Bucks trail by 6. Now T. Over Jackson. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Clippers ahead. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game will slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's man in at the 3, the small forward. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teagan for Drew Holiday. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Jackson's checked in.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Teague against Jackson. Teague drives in. Nice D from Cousins.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Morris has got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
Yeah, and you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. With the putback and the second chance effort by Jackson. Jackson's got his second bucket tonight.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Teague can't hit. Clippers leading by 15. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Here's Giannis. Finished off the break. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points in the game.
That's attacking the rack. That's Antetokounmpo on the take and muscled his way in.
Jackson kicks to Cousins. And the jam by DeMarcus Cousins.
Wow, how about that from the big man, showing a little something special. Tremendous at getting up off the ground and finishing with style.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Here's George following the basket by Brook Lopez. And here's Leonard from 3. And the 3 ball is good. Leonard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
This offense just looks so different when Kawhi Leonard is on the floor and when he's knocking down shots like this.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. That one falls. He's got 12.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Back to George. DiVincenzo with the rebound. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a 14-point game. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And Holiday playing some unpredictable ball there. Remarkable at getting the defender into the air with that shot fake.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Forbes checked in. Clippers leading by 12. Leonard looking around. Ibaka down low. Lopez is there. Batum dishes to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Ibaka. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
On the wing, Giannis. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Now here is Ibaka. Back to Beverly. Left side Ibaka. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Beverly finds Batum. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Bucks trail by 12. And here's Holiday. To the paint. And Lopez throws it down.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
Stolen by Tucker. And so it's Los Angeles with... All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to the Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They lead by 10. Shaq, what was... And that...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, P.J. Tucker is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Teague. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. Here's Teague. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Good on the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got his first points of the game. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention.
But when you have a PG like Jeff Teague who can run that pick and roll perfectly, it's certainly a luxury. Nice pass there.
Left side, Leonard. Outside for Batum. Back to Leonard. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Portis. And it's blocked.
Can't be lazy around Patrick Beverly. He's going to get you down low with hands. That time, he blocks a shot.
Now, here's Tucker, defended by George. Tucker can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 10. Back to Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's George. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. George has got 8 points.
Well, it's nice to see Paul George make a read, be in the right position to collect that loose ball and do something with it.
Teague, the pass to Portis. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Teague. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
That's just great work from Jeff Teague to draw a foul inside the paint. The D looks flustered.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Zubac against Giannis. Zubac kicks to Kennard. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 7.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Morris.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Passes it to Giannis. Outside Teague. Now the pass to Middleton from past the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles leading by 14. Now here's Kennard. 7 points in the game.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
Pass to Kennard. Stolen by Holiday. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's effort's only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again maybe this season.
Kennard for 3. Trains the three-pointer. Kennard's got 10 points in the game.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Kennard against Holiday. The shot's good from 4.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Jackson against Holiday. Jackson down low. The dish to Cousins. Over Lopez. Not enough on that one as it misses. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Patrick Beverley. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the shooting guard position.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And here's Beverley. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. At one point, they led by 16. Ibaka dishes to Leonard. Back to Ibaka. Good D by Lopez. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Back to Giannis. From the baseline. It's off his leg. And the official saying it was kicked. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And here's the break. Here's Kennard. And he dunks it down.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's Forbes. And the Bucks miss again. Clippers leading by 11. Fires from 14. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
To the middle. Here's Holiday. And the rejection by Jackson. That one good for 2. LA's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Holiday against Jackson. Pass to man. Here's Kennard. 6 to shoot from downtown. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Bryn Forbes. Bucks trail by 11. Holiday with it. Lobbed up there for Lopez. The shot comes out.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Beverly, the pass to Kennard. Hits the jumper in space. Kennard's got 7 now in this quarter. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Kennard on the wing. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, that's a nice dime from Patrick Beverly there, distributing the ball from the point guard position.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game. Giannis, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Kennard for 3. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Clippers.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
And it's George missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
And that's what Middleton is known for, a remarkable outside shooter, and that release got off pretty quick.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Beverly against Holiday. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. 4 on the shot clock. From deep, George. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Down by 12. Giannis, no good. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Outside, George. Over in the corner, Beverly. From deep three-point range. That doesn't go either for George. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo. Whoa! And that's a rugged play.
Gracious. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Trailblazers focused as they walked into the locker room earlier.
Hey, Kevin. Giroux.
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the 3. Pass to DiVincenzo. Offline with his 3.
Defensive breakdown. And they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
And the basket by McCollum.
A terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. Giannis against Lillard. Antetokounmpo. And the dunk. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
A pick and roll master. You got to respect how decisive Lillard is. I mean, he often makes great decisions.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Now here is Holiday. Three-pointer. And it's rebounded by Covington. Jones with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Jones, the pass to McCollum. That one wide left.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Milwaukee's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And there's the pass to Middleton. The Bucks working the ball around. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Back to Antetokounmpo. Basket good. Giannis has got 6.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's McCollum. Here's Nurkic. Feeds it to Covington. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Giannis. He has 6. Passes to Middleton. And Holiday has it in the corner. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Holiday against Lillard. Outside Covington. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
So it's the Bucks now. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Holiday with it. Now defended by McCollum. Trying to get open as Lopez. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Now here's Lillard, 14 feet away. Count that bucket. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Here's Antetokounmpo. Following the score by Damian Lillard. Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. Shoots the three. Hands it from downtown.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Trailblazers trail by 5. McCollum left side. Covington trying to break free. And Lillard gets it to go. Bucks have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Lopez left side. Kicks it down to Middleton. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Jones the pass to Nurkic. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Only so much the defense can do when Nurkic is driving with purpose. He's good at shrugging them off.
Holiday goes in. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Bucks lead by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Before the game, we talk with...
I know that when the main guy...
I think he's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
Collins is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Anthony. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Shot clock at 5.
An established defender at a young age. Collins has the timing and the reach to block shots.
Portland trailing here. Anthony with it. Picked up by Portis. The feed to Collins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. After a promising rookie campaign, a lost year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings to the table.
Now, here's Portis. 16 feet away. Collins grabs the miss.
I thought that one was going to go down. Mid-range jumpers. Oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Here's Powell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Anthony's shot is off. For Milwaukee, they've gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Right side, Portis. Left side, Antetokounmpo. And Kanter pulls it down. Portland leading. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. Powell, no one around him. Off target with his 3. Portis drives in. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. The layup missed.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Kicks it to Lopez. Outside Holiday. And stolen by Lillard. And now Portland on the break. Holiday with the defensive effort. Bucks trail by 3. It's stolen by Jones. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Lillard fires away from way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 11.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Middleton outside. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Trailblazers leading by 6. And here's McCollum for 3. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got 4 this quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made 1 of them. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
Antetokounmpo looking at wow, hammering it in.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by Portland.
It's Powell on the wing for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. There's the pass to Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to see. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Now here's Powell. Passes it to Simons. Powell down low. And the dunk by Powell.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Antetokounmpo and the dunk by Giannis.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Simons. Outside Anthony. He got it up.
And an excellent defender.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 11 points and 1 steal.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
On the court for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3. The small forward. Stolen by Holiday. Middleton outside. 11 feet away, and that one is good. Middleton's got his first 2 points. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Tips it, and Covington stays with it. Covington's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's Middleton. Can't hit that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break teams. Basket counts. Lillard's got 13.
You better play up on Lillard at all times, especially when the pass is coming his way. You got to know he's ready to shoot once he catches.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And McCollum launches it from deep. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
A really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Lillard. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. And it's McCollum in the corner. To the inside. Covington kicks to McCollum. Covington trying to break free. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist from Covington. Covington's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Holiday. Back to Giannis. And stolen by Lillard. And here comes the break from outside the arc. Rebound Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bucks trail by 9. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And the dunk by Giannis.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teagan for Drew Holiday. Now here's Powell. He has 5. Pass to Simons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Feeds to Cantor. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Cantor is a single-minded scorer. Doesn't like to be denied when he's got position, even dealing with a lot of contact.
Pass to Portis. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the pass to Tucker. With the teardrop. And it's Portland with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Anthony dishes to Collins. And the rejection by Giannis. And Portis throws it down.
And you risk getting dunked on, posterized. I mean, if you let Portis get good positioning, don't be surprised.
Simons surveying the D. Stolen by Tucker. And they're running. Here's Teague, and it's slammed in by Teague.
Look at the explosiveness from the little man. Teague just rises up and never stops.
Here's Simons. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third. With his first shot attempt, it's rebounded by Portis. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Portland. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Now here's Teague. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 6. Lets it fly. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've reached the end of the third. Portland out in front. They're up by 4. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got McCollum, Anthony out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And last season, P.J. Tucker signing a 6-figure sneaker deal with Nike, maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, G.A., the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you'll even see him change sets in the middle of a game.
Now, here's Collins. Cantor makes it off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
Yeah, plenty of power behind Cantor's inside moves. Helps him overcome whatever D he encounters.
Passes it to Tucker. Portis with it. He's covered by Cantor. And a wide open look for Portis. Drains it from 17 feet out.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, and when the game is tight, you can see why they go to him. And by the way, where was the defense on that play?
Here's Simons. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Connaughton passes to Portis. Lets it go with a three. That one, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's Connaughton. Shoots over Powell. Portis, the pass to Tucker. And he comes up with the deuce.
Wow. Tucker's shooting ability, I mean, speaks for itself. Even the foul can't show him.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for Antetokounmpo. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Jeff Teague. Here is Lillard. Inside, here's Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Lopez with the steal. It's stolen by Jones. Nurkic against Lopez. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Now Jones. Oh, Covington in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Can't forget about Covington in these moments. He relishes any chance to knock down big shots.
Holiday finds Giannis. Pass to Lopez. Now here's Tucker, defended by Jones. And there's a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. Now here's Antetokounmpo. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in the tight ball game.
Powell, he's checked in for Derek Jones. Here's DiVincenzo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
And there's no better feeling coming up nails when the stakes are high.
Now here's Lillard. Too open that time. Made it look too easy. And the Trailblazers lead by 4. Powell against Middleton. 1:32 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo's got 21 in the game.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
But Leonard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
Now here's Middleton. The pass to Giannis. That one goes in.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
And 1:01 left to play in the final quarter. Lillard outside. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. It's McCollum on the wing. Gets the 3 to fall.
He's an experienced player in clutch situations. McCollum loves being the guy that takes these important shots.
for three. Middleton. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kicks it out to Lillard. They get the rebound. McCollum feeling it out a bit. This one for three. The rebound by Holiday. Lets it go from deep. Nails the triple.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J. And at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
And that's an intentional foul. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. The bustling city of Portland and the Clippers starting five. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. And it's Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 3 spot. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Jones in at the small forward. Now, here's George. It's good. Indoors tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game, so let's see how this plays out. Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Lillard attacking, and then Lillard slams it in.
And if you want to talk about liftoff, folks, he went right from the launching pad. Serious extended hang time there. Even at full speed, it looked like he was in slow motion. Just amazing.
Here's Leonard after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Ibaka. Great D that time from Nurkic. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And here's George. Pass to Ibaka. Outside for George. Pass to Leonard. Rebounded by Covington.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Lillard, right side. And then Lillard slams it in.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. He kicks to McCollum. Here's the 3. And it's Lillard missing. The Clippers trail. Here's Leonard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Leonard's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lillard against Beverley. Lillard attacking. Softly drops in the floater.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
The pass to George. In the corner, it's Morris. Outside Leonard. And Beverley kicks to Ibaka. Stolen by McCollum. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Jones slams it in.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Beverley the pass to Ibaka. The feed now to George. Sinks that one from the post. George has got his 2nd basket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Jones, no luck. Clippers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. A 3 from Morris. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Lillard scanning the floor. Nurkic dishes to McCollum. Over George. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by McCollum.
and such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Leonard finds Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
McCollum outside. To the paint. Kicks it out to Lillard. On deep. The shot, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Trailblazers lead by 1. After this break, we'll be back with this.
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transitions at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. We've got Reggie Jackson. Ivica Zubac is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Batum, and it's Kennard in at the 2 spot. Batum passes to Zubac. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Pass to Simons. Cantor against Batum. Cantor, the pass to Simons. Just 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. It's deflected. Outside Jackson. He feeds it to Batum. They now take the lead. Batum's got his first basket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Simons surveying the D. It's tipped. Cantor, the pass to Simons. From the arc. Portland again missing. The Clippers in the lead. Kennard for 3. He can't get that one to fall. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Ahead. Pulls up for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Anthony with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He dishes it to Cantor. Back to Anthony. Bobbed up there for Collins. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
The Trailblazers have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping, but fast break chance. Kicks to Jackson. Passes it to Zubac. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Collins. And Cantor over to help. 11 feet away. Almost, but it rolls out. Portland leading. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Shot by Collins, no good. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Cousins dishes to Jackson. We've got 1:18 left in the first half. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, way to
to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Cousins. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. Covington passes to McCollum. It's stolen by Morris. And now the Clippers on the break. George with the ball. Makes good on the step-back jumper. George has got 6.
You allow Paul George loose in fast break situations. He's an absolute force in the open floor.
Cullen passes to Nurkic. Over Ibaka, and he can't bank that one in. Clippers leading by 3. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Zubats.
And we know Patrick Beverley is one of those guys you love having him on your team. But if you're an opponent, you absolutely despise this guy's toughness and the way he embraces the defensive end of the floor. Patrick Beverley has dug it out of the dirt and created a great career. There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And it's in there. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Leonard attacking. Up and in on the layup. Leonard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above. And that's a...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Beverley finds Leonard. Back to Beverley. Six on the shot clock. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
It's good.
And if you look at the stats for unassisted jump shot percentage, Lillard is always around the top. He can drain those pull-up jumpers as well as anybody in our league.
Here's George. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Nurkic. It's deflected. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Boy, terrific penetration from the big man. Ibaka putting his athleticism to good use.
And a deep three from Lillard. It's rebounded by Leonard. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Jones against Morris. For the three. Now Beverley, 6 to shoot. Outside, George. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And that one, good. And now a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
You simply cannot let Serge Ibaka get into a rhythm from that range. His mid-range is as good as it gets.
Lillard.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission. And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Back to Beverly. Dishes to Leonard. Pass to Beverly. Here's George. A shake. And that's 2 points on the layup. George has got 8 points.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Lillard. 14 points for him. Covington kicks to Lillard. And the rejection by Ibaka. Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Intercepted. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. The pass to Zubac. Back to Kennard. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Kennard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Anthony drives in. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Here's Kennard. He can't get it to go. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Collins passes to Powell. Now the dish to Cantor. Back to Powell. Clock at 6. Bobs it up for Cantor. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, there is something special about the way Enes Kanter performs on the offensive end. He is a tough cover.
At the line for 2.
And Kanter drops them both. Los Angeles leading by 5. 44 seconds left in the third. Outside Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Down low. And Batum kicks to Kennard. 2 on the clock. Puts it up from 15. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Batum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Nice move. Kanter, the pass to Simons. Bobs it up for Kanter.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Kennard on the wing. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kanter. He gets it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. The third quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Luke Kennard out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Morris in at the 3 slot. Kennard's shot is off.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. Simons the pass to Powell to tie it up. The Clippers grab the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Jackson down low. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And the Clippers lead by 5.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered, and Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Cantor the pass to Simons. And Collins now top the key. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Leonard. And he commits the intentional foul. So for the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Ibaka. Luke Kennard comes in for George. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. Kennard on the wing. He kicks to Morris. Takes a 3. And that's good. Luke Kennard for 3.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Now here's Lillard. Passes to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. Right side Leonard. Trailblazers trail by 6. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. Lillard dishes to Covington. Back to Lillard. Over Beverley. Lillard against Beverley. And it's Lillard missing. Clippers leading by 6. George with no one around. And finished off by Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard, still one of the hardest working players in the league. Active on the offensive glass there.
The 3 from McCollum. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Clippers. George, no good. Not a lot of time left for the Trailblazers in this one. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, quick thinking, wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
Pass to Leonard. McCollum against George. Got a piece of it. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Norman Powell's checked in for Derek Jones. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Clippers. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Beverley against Lillard. Now the pass to Leonard. Looking for George. He gets it there. Ibaka finds George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And Kawhi Leonard with this. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, how about the frame and the concentration of Serge Ibaka? What an interior finish that was.
To the inside. Leonard with the steal. Beverley with the ball. Lillard picks him up. There's the 3. Offensive rebound.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. That bucket in no time at all.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
And here's George. Morris outside. Left side of Ibaka. Powell with the steal.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
The deep three from George. Leonard kicks to George. Beverly for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Well, we know that Patrick Beverly is fired up when he starts to cook on the offensive end. What a catch and shoot there.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. And thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to... The bright lights and tall buildings of down. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And for the Clippers, Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 down low. Lopez passes to Middleton. They grab their own miss.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Bounce pass from Beverley. Leonard finds Beverley. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Ibaka slams it in.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now here's Giannis. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. It's 3-pointers off the mark. And it's the Clippers' ball. Back to Morris. Leonard trying to break free. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Leonard. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Here's Holiday. Paul George making his last shot. Outside Holiday. Six on the shot clock.
Talk about scoring the basketball. Legit player. Holiday got paid because he can play.
And there's the pass to Leonard. Morris outside. Back to Leonard. Over in the corner, Beverley. And the 3 off target.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Milwaukee's shooting their first free throws of the game right now. Good on both. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. George against DiVincenzo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The homecoming for Paul George. Playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And here's Morris for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Morris has got 5.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here is Forbes. Here's Connaughton. Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. Rob. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance to stop the run. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Jordan.
And the leadership Lopez gives this team really important. He's someone his younger teammates look up to.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. The Bucks also changing it up. Portis comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here's Jackson. Zubats in the post. Guarded by Tucker. And that one is good from Zubats.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Forbes the pass to Portis. Now the Clippers moving it up. Jackson's got the ball. That one drops for him.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Bucks trail by 9. Passes it to Portis. And here's Tucker. Pass to Connaughton. Batum with the steal. Unhindered, going all the way. Jackson gets the bucket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Forbes. Off target from three-point range. Los Angeles leading by 11. Jackson passes to Kennard. From deep three-point range, offensive rebound. From deep. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll
I think the underdog story, started when
And Greg playing with a chip on his shoulder has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers, guys.
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Holiday. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson comes in for Patrick Beverly. Shot clock at 6. Here's Cousins. Here's Zubats. And no good. Great D that time from Portis. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. The three-pointer no good. Clippers leading by 9.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully he can stay healthy this go-around.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Milwaukee now. Holiday dishes to Tucker. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And stolen by Cousins. Here's Batum. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Shots good by Kennard.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Quarter two, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Holiday finds Portis, and he converts the layup. Portis has got his first basket of the night.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Cousins. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Ivica Zubac. Morris is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And George is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. The Bucks also with the sub. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Pass to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And the rejection by Zubac. And now the Clippers on the break. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
In this first half, he is really falling in love with the 3. So far, not paying dividends.
Here's Forbes. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. Trying to get open is Lopez. And it's Giannis missing.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with this shot all evening long.
Back to Kennard. A 3 ball. They get it back. Fires for 3. No good on that one.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Shots good by Middleton.
And good to see the hustle from Middleton here. He's a good partner to have on the break, and he's quick to get up the court.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. Outside for Jackson. Back to Zubac. Over onto the Kumbo. That one off the back iron and out.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
Here's Forbes. Lets it go with a 3. That shot off. And so it's Los Angeles. Enjoy it.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, the Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They are leading by 12. And that should do it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Los Angeles leading by 12. We've got Ibaka. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the power forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it. In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the claw.
And it's Beverly missing.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Outside Holiday. And the pass to Middleton. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
A shot by George, wide open. Sinks the triple. George has got a pair of threes now here in the 3rd for Los Angeles. It's stolen by Ibaka. There's the 3. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. And the Clippers making a switch here. Mann's checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Holiday surveying the floor. Middleton on the wing. Passes it to Portis. And too long on the shot.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Beverly wide open. That 3 off the mark. Bucks trail by 16. Here's Tucker. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. The 3 from George. Beverly for 3. Leonard dishes to George. Trying to get open is Ibaka. Los Angeles with another miss. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. Connaughton. The quick look, no good that time. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Ball's knocked loose. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Milwaukee making a switch here. Forbes checked in. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the 3rd here. Bucks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the 3rd. That leaves room for improvements here. They get it back. Tucker finds Middleton. Launches it. And again, the Bucks miss.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
And he gets it back. Kennard for 3. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That is his first foul of the game. Bucks trail by 16.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Middleton on the wing, defended by Batum. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Batum grabs the miss. Los Angeles has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Kennard for 3. It's not going to go for him. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. And it's Middleton penetrating.
And we all know about Middleton's shooting ability, but don't underestimate his explosiveness at the rim.
Outside Jackson. 54 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Kept alive. Here's Zubats. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Zubats has got 6.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Here's Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
Impressive. You like the aggressive mindset. Holiday's not just floating on the perimeter.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. 29 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. And Reggie Jackson gets the 3. 7 points in the game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Now here is Holiday. 5 on the clock. Over Jackson. And another basket for Milwaukee.
I'll tell you, Holiday moves so smoothly. Good job of creating space off the pick.
Kennard for 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Things have been clicking offensively, defensively, you name it. And they are riding this wave of momentum. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Kawhi Leonard. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line. They give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Up top, Leonard. Antetokounmpo defending. Giannis against Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pass to DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Leonard picks him up.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Beverly against Holiday. Man passes to Ibaka. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Clippers lead by 12.
And that's a good job of spotting up by Serge Ibaka. He's good in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Giannis high post. Leonard's there. Here's DiVincenzo. No good. Shot missing. 80 that time from Leonard. Los Angeles leading by 12. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Giannis grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Middleton for 3. Good on the three-point shot.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Holiday against Beverly. Morris outside. Back to Beverly. Ibaka in the post. Lopez is there. Ibaka, no luck.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
George is checked in for Los Angeles. Luke Kennard comes in for Patrick Beverly.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And the wide open shot from Morris. No good on the triple. Bucks trail by 9. It's Giannis with the drive. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points for the quarter. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. On offense here, the Bucks. They're on a 12-4 run. For 3, Middleton. The rebound by Paul George. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Tries from 16. Offensive rebound. Here's Holiday. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He was measured in his words. He told his players, look, we're doing a lot of good things out there, really good things. Stay confident and stay positive in your approach. Trying to keep their hopes up, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And Lopez throws it down.
And it's easy to see why Lopez is out here in these moments, never afraid to take a big shot.
Pass to Kennard. Back to George. He dishes it to Ibaka. Fires at the elbow. Rebounded by the Bucks.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers.
And now down to a one-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. George, no good.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Absolutely. They're within striking distance, but they have to make pretty much every shot.
For three, Middleton. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Misses the three. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for David.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Downtown Milwaukee is... Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the small forward. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Nurkic, three-pointer, Lillard, connects from three-point range. Lillard's got the game going here with the first basket for the Trailblazers. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. It's a three-point game. Lays it up off the glass.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's McCollum. Lillard left side. Back to McCollum. There's the dish to Lillard. 5 to shoot. Floats it up there for Nurkic.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
On offense here, the Bucks. There's the pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday from past the arc. Portland grabs the miss. Lillard outside. Outside, Jones. Back to Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers. And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Holiday surveying the floor. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to see. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Nurkic, the pass to McCollum. Stolen by Middleton. And even 3-on-3 break. And it's sent back by Lillard. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Here's McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Shots good by Middleton.
And that was a big-time finish. Middleton with the strength now to get hit and still complete the play.
.143 left to play here in the first. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. 6 to shoot. McCollum passes to Jones. From deep three-point range. The rebound by the Bucks.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Portland trailing here. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Lillard up top, guarded by Holiday. Here's McCollum. Nurkic, and it's sent back by Lopez.
And you got to appreciate the length Lopez has. He's effective at using it to stifle shooting.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. So for the Trailblazers, now here's Teague. This one for three. He can't get that one. And it's Portland the other way. And now Portland on the break. Powell for three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Teague feeling it out a bit. And Tucker has it in the corner. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Powell. Powell pulls it in. Outside Anthony. Pass to Powell. Back to Anthony. Fires from deep. The shot, no good. Got it off in time. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Trailblazers out in front, up 2. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee.
I think in the past, anytime I got into it.
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. P.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the two-guard spot. Here's DiVincenzo. And he makes good on the layup. DiVincenzo's got his second basket of the night. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Antetokounmpo looking it over. To the middle. Goes back up. And the shot is long.
Not the guy you expect to be missing a bunny.
Anthony kicks to Powell. Outside Collins. Over Middleton. Collins, good. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Remarkable concentration. It's hard trying to knock Collins off his game when he's looking to score.
Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. On the wing, Giannis. DiVincenzo finds Middleton. Back to DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. DiVincenzo's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Simons, the pass to Carmelo. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Middleton. Bucks another fast break opportunity here. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. The Bucks shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
So both teams making some changes here. Teague, the pass to Portis. Back to Teague. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Over in the corner, Lillard. Back to Jones. Good. The Bucks have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Teague against Lillard. Here's Portis. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And for Portland, they're shooting 47%, pretty solid. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by McCollum. Lillard's got 5.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Portis with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Portis in the post. Working on Nurkic. Nice shot by Portis.
A high percentage shooter from these spots. Portis has tons of confidence in his inside scoring ability.
Lillard against Teague. It's McCollum on the wing. Now Lillard. He's got 5. Feeds it to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Chalk up 2 there.
His field goal percentage is creeping up there now. I mean, it wasn't pretty in the first quarter.
Passes to Portis. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Outside Teague. To the inside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. For Milwaukee, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Well, Jeff Teague, one of the more calm players at the line, always looks to be in control.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Bucks. Portis kicks to Connaughton. Back to Portis. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Four on the clock, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Nice shot by Portis.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams, but and that.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Nice game. Great performance by Dante DiVincenzo.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
On the floor. Oh, that was something else.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact. Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. On defense, the Trailblazers trailing by 4. Holiday dishes to Lopez, and it's good. 2 points. Lopez has got his first points of the night.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Portland again missing.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. Trailblazers trail by 6. And Lopez throws it down.
It doesn't take much for Lopez to dunk it. All he needs is the right positioning inside.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Simons, the pass to Canner. No good off the back of the rim.
Jesus surprises anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually counter.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one's on Anthony. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Outside Portis. The pass to Connaughton. Back to Portis. That one rolling around and rims out. Trailblazers trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So what? And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And stolen by Jeff T. And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Jones comes in for Collins. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Norman Powell. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the speed of McCollum, outstanding at using it on the drive to pick up the contact.
First trip to the line for him here.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Chris Middleton's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Jeff T. And Tucker kicks to Forbes. Puts up a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Forbes has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Trailblazers trail by 9. 1:05 left in the third. Simons, the pass to Carmelo. Pushing it up. Here's DiVincenzo. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Simons, the pass to Anthony. Yep, it counts. Anthony's got his first 2 points of the night.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Middleton can't get it to go. Portland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Jacks up a 3. But they'll get another chance. Pass to Simons. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Anthony. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. To the left wing. Here's Forbes. Keeps it alive. And it's good. But hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over. But it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA is headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Antetokounmpo out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then there's Teague. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Pass to Tucker. Portis with it. Shoots over Kansas. Portis can't get it to go.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Shot by Collins, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Teague, the pass to Portis. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Portis has got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul. Hyundai Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Now here's Lillard, guarded closer. And the shot is good.
When Lillard goes to work in the screen and roll, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, you pretty much pick your poison with him in these sets.
Teague, the pass to Connaughton. Back to Teague. From deep. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Trailblazers trail by 9. Lillard with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. And that one's good. Lillard.
Entering the NBA, I knew he needed to develop his mid-range game. He did it. And it's opened things up for him.
And it's Middleton penetrating, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 9.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Here's Lillard. Basket is good. He'll get a chance. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Here's McCollum. Banked in off the glass. Now just a 5-point Bucks lead.
Love the poise of McCullough. He looks comfortable shooting in crucial moments of the game.
Holiday finds Giannis. Holiday the pass to Giannis. Just 3 to shoot. 14 feet away. Giannis with another miss. Trailblazers trail by 5. And a wide open look for McCollum. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Oh, McCullough is an aggressive shooter, solid ball handler. Effortlessly switches to his shooting motion instantaneously.
On the wing, Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Lillard the pass to Covington. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Three-pointer Lillard. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And it's McCollum off the drive. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And McCullough is a lethal scorer, especially when the game is on the line. Love how under control he is.
Giannis inside. Defended by Covington.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many at all.
Here's McCollum. Good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Antetokounmpo. The shot that time not on target. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game. So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Norman Powell subbed in for Derek Jones. Here is Lillard. To take the lead. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's the buck. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.